Welcome back to What to Drink Before You Die. Exploring the most exotic and sought after wines that you should at least have once in your life. Today's edition, something totally crazy. From Quintarelli, the undisputed champion of Valpolicella. Well, okay, Del Forno is pretty awesome too. But anyway, you know what I mean? One of the best. I feel like, and I speak for probably a lot of sommeliers here when I say, if a customer comes in and immediately orders an Amarone, that's kind of like walking into a fancy schmancy cocktail bar and ordering a Long Island iced tea. At best, you're going to get one of these out of your bartender. And the same goes for a Somm. I mean, because you're basically saying, yes, I'll have one order of get me messed up as quick as possible. Please hold the elegance. Let's put the complexity on the side. And yeah, that'll be it for today. You know, it's like, and hey, not to categorically knock all of Amarone, but inherently, because Amarone is made from dried grapes, they're a bit boorish, let's say. I mean, high alcohol. They can hit 16.5 easy, 17.5, 18. I mean, you're almost getting into like fortified levels. If they have those engineered yeasts that are specifically designed to push through that last bit of alcohol, which would normally kill them, they're like super soldiers. You get these insane wines that really taste basically like port, right? But unlike port, you're not always getting a lot of the complexity and of the depth that you might get out of a great port. So for me, it's kind of like a lose-lose. But there are exceptions to that rule. There are Amarones that age beautifully, which have an elegance and an airiness about them despite the broad frame. But this is a whole different ballgame. This is the Alzero. The Alzero is a complete oddball in the region because it's basically a Bordeaux blend. Cabernet Franc, Cabernet, and Merlot. Usually 40-40-20, but there are some like Cabernet Franc heavy vintages, and even some of the older bottlings will be labeled like Cabernet Franc. Now, it's made the same way as Amarone though, which is wild because the Amarone grapes tend to be thinner skinned and a little bit lighter in juice, so they can deal with being put in little boxes and left out in the open air to dry for a year or more. Cabernet and Merlot, not so much. Those sugars skyrocket like quick. So now you're going to have this jam bomb in your glass with all that alcohol and like, ugh, right? In the past, it tended to be a little tiny bit sweet, maybe like 20 grams or so. In recent vintages, it's come down to about 7, which is totally fine considering the fact that this thing's a behemoth. And the 16 is absolutely amazing. It's basically a linebacker wearing ballet slippers. It's a monolith of a wine and certainly one of the greatest that's probably come out of the winery, but just such a wild, crazy wine that doesn't make a ton of sense. But once you have it in your glass, you're a believer. So get your hands on one, check it out, come to Sticks and Stones, have a glass. However you come across it, just do yourself a favor and drink a Quintarelli Alzero before you die.